All began with a man named Robert Landry. Landry, a 33-year-old photojournalist for Life magazine, happened to be renting the guest house on Vera and Jack's property on 5119 Bluebill Avenue. On the night before the discovery, Robert had spent most of the evening out on the town and hadn't arrived back until the morning of. When he pulled into the property around 3:30 a.m., he immediately noticed something was amiss. The lights in the home's main room were on for such an early hour. Approaching the home itself revealed yet another odd sign for Robert: whimpering. Whimpering from Tammy and Duffy, the two Scotty dogs, coming from the rear of the main house. Landry crept inside there to see what was going on, and through a back window, he found the dogs in the backyard, and what they were whimpering about was nothing minor. For right there, in the red and blue tiled pool, floating face down, was the body of Vera West, still wearing her nightgown. Suspicious as he was, Robert Landry likely never expected what he saw at the end of his search. The 47-year-old Vera West, the expert designer, an unsung hand in film history, had tragically died from circumstances yet unknown. Robert called the police immediately, and an investigation was held in the ranch-style home that morning. When her body was examined, coroners determined that Vera had been dead for some time. Although the exact span of time was never officially concluded, she had no wounds or signs of trauma, nothing to indicate that she'd been injured and fell into the pool. So far, it looked as if Vera drowned, and that's where investigators were leaning. Question is, was it an accident, or was it murder? In truth, the only one to offer closure to this case was Vera's husband, Jack West. You may have been wondering where he's been in this whole ordeal. Well, he wasn't at the house that night. He was traveling to San Jose. Why? Because they had a fight the night before. At this point in their almost 2-decade-long union, their relationship had been on the rocks for reasons unknown. It must have ended badly because Jack had decided to leave the house altogether and get some fresh air in San Jose for a while, but changed his mind during the drive, deciding instead to sleep in his car for the night and turn back around. But that's only from one source. Jack said that though they indeed had a fight, he was still going to leave that night because he had business in San Jose, not because he needed space.